So welcome guys to another SCPH replay sent in by the community, and this time gonna be a ZVP. It's been a while since we said SCPH, a StarCraft Philippines scene, coming in from a solid showing in the SEA Games and beyond. I know some of these guys have been really climbing that ladder, looking to be as best as they can be, joining tournaments left, right, and center, showing on up in ESL, showing on up with some of the regional stuff like the Cranky Dumpling stuff. But anyway, World of Sleepers here and now. Introducing our players here on the top right. We are going to have that red Zerg, Bellaluna, and his opponents. On the bottom left, it is going to be the blue Protoss of DemonDaSh playing on instead. So guys, the World of Sleepers, actually I should take this out. I don't use that anymore after the SEA Games thing. I did realize, someone talked to me about it, it's like there's no points. It just covers more of the screen, and yeah, we'll stay on with an overlay like this instead. New Year, New Me 2020, gonna be a big opening, and hopefully StarCraft 2 having a better heyday, because guys, 3 years guaranteed of StarCraft 2, of Warcraft 3, and everything else going on along the way. In the meantime though, Gateway being built already by DemonDaSh, looking to go for that expansion. It seems like Bellaluna has already started to do the same, hatchery going into the play, but pull first to start things off, and this replay is of that current patch. So we might be going into some replays later on that are from the older ones, the infested Terran Infestor patch or the like. But beyond that, we won't be going too far deep, too far gone. At most, the earliest, or you could say the latest replays we'll be working on will be from October, maybe even November, and most of these games are from December. Now remember guys, we are going to be checking things out overall through this stream, and in the meantime, on the first game, nothing much going on yet. We do see DemonDaSh now looking to scout, sends in that probe yet again. He's been really playing with fire so far, and it is going to be the Zerglings now giving chase along the way. In the meantime, Queen gonna be moving on out yet again, and yes, ZVP in a matchup like this, the biggest factors really are the swarm from the Zerg, basically how many bases you can get, how much production you can get going, and how ahead you can be in terms of that numbers and economy. In the meantime, for the Protoss, you can really say it really is all about that composition, about those abilities being used at the right place at the right time. It really depends on what your opponent is bringing to the table, but you can always go for that standard, you go for that stock Immortal, pretty potent in many situations, and Immortal has really shown to be a pillar of Protoss units in the first place. In the meantime though, here we do have this Overlord being followed along the way. In the meantime, right here, right now, I know we have some hotkeys actually of the bases. There you go. We've been messing around with a lot of the in-game settings, and now we can just hop around in, out, go wherever we want to go in the first place. Anyway though, we are gonna get that pylon. In the meantime, Stargate onto that natural, but does Bellaluna know that that is coming? Yes, he does. Saw it on the warp cycle on in, but doesn't really know exactly what it is gonna be. We'll be expecting, of course, that's Oracle here from DemonDaSh, and in the meantime, in behind, Spore Crawler being built already here by our red Zerg. So honestly guys, there's been so many things going on actually for the first month of SEA StarCraft to begin with. You could say SEA Oceania, they had the AUS craft recently, where one of our SEA representatives, Blisk, was able to get 3rd place, and I know the Singaporean scene is working on some grassroots as well. Recently, saw that's posted over on Reddit. You can always expect the Cranky Dumpling guys to send something in. But anyway, right here, right now, Bellaluna will get that metabolic boost on the way. In the meantime, DemonDaSh will be trying to send that Oracle in, but no, good positioning here. And now for the Queen. It's about that Spore Crawler, extra DPS along the way. On the flip side, DemonDaSh actually deciding to build into a Phoenix as well. We'll be trying to clean up some of these Overlords, and at the same time, having that Phoenix allows you to get that Gravitic Beam on to that Queen, lift it up, allow the Oracles to get the snipes and get out with relative safely. Anyway though, here in DemonDaSh Diamond Slayer, is that how it is But yeah, DemonDaSh, guys, is just the other account of Mr. Exodash to begin with. Or is it his main? I'm not really too sure anymore. Third base now being built here and now by Bellaluna. We are also going to be seeing a Nidus network as well. It seems like it's going to be the vision game here for our Red Zerg. Put it at the edge, and all his friends are dead. Never mind, though. Already into the Nidus Worm we go. But what are the units actually coming the way of DemonDaSh in this scenario? It is going to be a number of Zerglings. We will see some Queens as well. Will it be enough, though, to get that DPS going? And here we go! It's gonna be the Nidus Worm screeching into DPS yet again. Queens trying to set things up, especially a potential creep tumor too. In the meantime, Zerglings in the front line. And it will be a two-prong attack actually. There will be a wave onto that third base. Here we go though with the Brawl. Probes trying to hide. Good positioning honestly from DemonDaSh in terms of that buildings. And in this stead, the Probes able to hold their ground. Now, in the meantime, here we go with the reinforcements from the Protoss. Gonna get a beam onto one of these Queens. Good confusion, though, courtesy of Bellaluna. Trying to keep everything topped up along the way. But these Queens dying in such a big number, and this is terrible here for Bellaluna. Will be decided to get on out. Here we go with another Nidus Worm Joe onto that third base. On the flip side, cleanup crew is a go here and now onto the main. And in this scenario, this is looking a little dicey here for DemonDaSh. Will it be enough though to change things on its head? As here and now, Nidus Worm coming online yet again. Same thing, same scenario. And if I didn't know better, I would think this is from the patch before. But the Nidus Worm does cost a little more, especially that cooldown, forcing you to wait on and not bait out your opponent in terms of that positioning. Still though, more Zerglings being funneled into the main base. We go, so many Niduses, so little time here and now. And DemonDaSh trying to react as much as possible. It seems like the Immortal will be cancelled. Not going to get any future anytime soon. In the meantime, Bellaluna pressuring as much as possible. Queens right now will not get caught this time. Will be able to evacuate the Zerglings, of course, on a one-way trip. Absolutely disposable. And on the flip side, back onto that third base. Having the Brawl as much as possible. Really, Bellaluna putting in so much pressure, and in behind hasn't really gone for too many workers actually. He has been trying to be as cheeky as possible. He will have 43 workers on that 3 base. At the same time, doesn't have too much army, so he did go for the economy focus, but you would expect him to have a little more of that of the vent potentially gone into a fort during all of the action. But DemonDaSh has lost a bunch of units along the way. Look at that, 22 probes already going down. Onto the ramp we go again. Bellaluna zipping around and trying to be as pesky as possible. In the meantime though, here we go with the Warp Cycle. Zealot's going to be brought into the fray. On the flip side, we are going to get a potential Void Ray as well, just to help things out. Because here we go with another Nidus Network, this time on to that second base. And the pressure doesn't stop. It is going to be all action all around. Void Ray trying to look for a target. Doesn't see too much though, but the Queens will get caught in the open off creep without an escape. Will get taken down. And here we still go. How many Nidus Worms are we gonna be playing, Bellaluna? This is the 7th time you've done this. This is the 7th go, and you are running out of units. The thing about the Nidus Worm, we can't spam it like it was before. It costs a little more, and you can really see that Bellaluna's macro is suffering in a pretty potent degree. But right here, right now, there's gonna be more Nidus Worms coming our way. Third base will finally get shut down. In the meantime, the Nidus Worm will get spotted by the bulk of the army here from DemonDaSh. And honestly, he has a lot of cleanup potential with what he has. Still though, Natural will be exposed. It seems like the all-army command opening that wall up to begin with. Time to run on out, says Bellaluna, backing on to the outskirts. And looking for a potential pick or two. Will this actually pan on out? Force field is there as well. DemonDaSh able to get the proper cast in the proper time, as we said before, even cleaning up the Nidus Worm yet again. Right now, will Bellaluna still commit onto this one? Seems like transitioning into a Spire Tech instead. 3 base Mutalisk gonna be pretty potent if he gets it up in time. But he doesn't really have as much pressure on the ground as he used to. Still though, we did get some creep tumors trying to get closer and closer to that Protoss main base. And it seems finally we have a lull in the storm. So good on for our boy DemonDaSh. He has been able to basically hold his ground against all these Niduses, Nidai, whatever you want to call them. What's up, Saipem? Still though, here we go yet again with the Brawl. Transfusions in the front line, but it seems like the Queen tanking things up is not taking all of that In the meantime, Force Fields to go for the separation. Zealots getting some good hits along the way. And these Queens are going to get caught out of position, unable to get out of dodge. The Zealots, though, will be able to mop things up. Nidus Worm has gone down, nowhere home here for Bellaluna. And honestly, every Queen that he loses is a big hamper. So we aren't seeing too much macro here from Bellaluna. He does have one Queen to work on those injects, but he'll need more. He'll need at least some of them per hatchery. Just keep the stem flowing. Seems like our Zerg is slowly but surely slowing down. In the meantime, we did go for the Spire, but not really using too much out of it. We aren't seeing any Mito support as of yet. Not gonna go into Hive Depth for any Greater Spire whatsoever as well. And Bellaluna still committing. Here we go yet again with the Nidus Worm. You could say that it can potentially be an all-in, but when you bought enough space for yourself, you can transition on to a little bit of a variant. Anyway, here and now, DemonDaSh moving over, splitting his army into two. Might just be the baiting here on World of Sleepers to begin with. And the Void Ray will get spotted. Here we go with more support from the air. One Void Ray though, flying on in. War Prism is there as well. In the meantime, it's going to be the slow exodus of the Queens, trying to get into the natural wall yet again. Looking to deal with as much of that technology as possible, but DemonDaSh, that Artosis Pylon, standing strong, able to keep everything up. And onto the third base we go, and this looks really dire here for Bellaluna. DemonDaSh able to get the position on, able to just take care of everything in the outskirts of the Zerg Swarm. And basically, DemonDaSh is buying and making himself a lot of space to begin with. These Zerglings given for free. What is Bellaluna doing in this scenario? Still though, we will have that one Overseer flying on yet again. In the meantime, it looks like it's going to be time to engage onto this natural. We do see a wall of Spine Crawlers in position, and the Queens are there as well. But DemonDaSh having the numbers advantage into this one. Force Fields are abound yet again. Still though, they get the isolation onto one of those Queens. The Zealots focusing fire already. Warp Cycle yet again in behind. And in the meantime, no charge, no blink. Who needs all of that? Because DemonDaSh has decided it's time to take the win already. In the meantime though, in the backline, all the way in the space, the Mutalisk army has gotten damage done. He doesn't have any workers left here for the Protoss. And DemonDaSh on a one-way trip to raise hell against the Zerg opponent. Still though, that army supply is just so insurmountable by this point in time. The Protoss can happily go for the base trade in this scenario, because the Mutalisk will take a while to take care of these buildings instead. The problem here for DemonDaSh is any sneaky building might be the game changer here. Anytime he can't take care of the production from the Zerg, it might be the show, because these Mutalisks are just going ham all the way into these bases. In the meantime, there you go. As we were talking about, we will see the hatchery trying to be built, but Bellaluna decided to go for 3 Spine Crawlers instead, as well as 3 Mutalisks. You have to cancel one of these, man, to be able to go for your production, because without a hatchery, you're not going to get much done in the first place. Do or die time here for both of our players. It has devolved into a base race, and Bellaluna will get revealed. In the meantime, they know the Nidus Worm is there. Mutalisk taking their sweet time to take care of the Nexus. And the good thing about the Mutalisk is they're strong against workers, but the bad thing about them, it just takes so many chunks to take care of a building like this. Nexus now will finally, slowly but surely go down. In the meantime, DemonDaSh looking for a sneaky play will put a Nexus on the right-hand side. But Bellaluna should be able to see this coming to begin with. Still though, brawl onto the natural, taking care of all of that tech along the way. Bellaluna, in the meantime, they'll be uprooting these Spine Crawlers for some weird reason. And we'll see if the Zerg has a plan in store, because 70 army to 40 in a no economy situation, you'd put your money on the Protoss, that's for sure. Nexus though, still being built. DemonDaSh will have enough money to build some workers, but the problem is he's heavily supply blocked. Even if he gets that Nexus on, he can't go for a worker, can't start building the base yet again. In the meantime though, Mutalisk army might get spotted here by 3 Stalker Scouts. And yes, going for the shots as much as possible. Still, there's a lot of Mutalisks. You have to respect Bellaluna and the composition he has, and DemonDaSh giving those Stalkers for free. In the meantime though, drones being pulled, really going for go ham as much as possible. Spine Crawlers uprooted to try and stay alive, and the Spine Crawler will go down already. A second one out for the count. And one last perhaps. Where is this Minecrawler? It's hiding in the corner! And this might be a 300 scenario. 2 or die time here and now for both DemonDaSh as well as Bellaluna. The Mutalists are coming in behind yet again. Guardian Shield is there. Drone's trying to make a last stand here. Still the Flyers getting the DPS going. But the Zealots are out for blood, looking for a target or two. And here comes DemonDaSh. Sees the Spinecrawler hiding on the side. The revelation from the map telling him where to go. And the only building left perhaps is that Nidus Worm, but DemonDaSh has given up everything he has for anti-air. This is going to be a big mistake here from our Protoss player. A low awkward scenario. DemonDaSh has to run away as much as possible. Knows the only target left will be the slow Nidus Worm. And in the meantime, the chase is on. So close yet so far. Adept's trying to get closer and closer. Bellaluna now in a spot of trouble. Mutal is going to be getting the hamper on. And what went wrong here for DemonDaSh? What do we have left? It's 3 Adepts and a Dream. Oh no! The Zealot's gonna get warp cycled in because the gateways are still powered! It's gonna be so insurmountable here for Bellaluna if he doesn't spot the upcoming army yet again. And the Mule is having the right idea, shutting down the power, but it's already too late. The resources have been used up. And here we go with the drop yet again. The Adepts going for the shot one more time. The Zealot's going for the slice and dice action. And will it fall? Will the Protoss win in this scenario? GG! DemonDaSh takes that victory! And that was as close as can be. What a way to start the day. And yikes man, what a match there. Chills. Both sides throwing a lot of caution, a lot of units to the wind. But in the end, DemonDaSh realizing he still had one warp cycle to go. And that was the show. It was so awkward to see, like, oh, the Spinecrawler is the only thing left, right? Let's go for the attack. Sacrifice those stalkers, sure, whatever. But then, oh no, that's not it. That's not happening. It's not the show. But what a match there. DemonDaSh as well as Bellaluna going the long haul, going to the wire. Literally both of them on the tightrope. But it seems like, as we see DemonDaSh fall on down, Bellaluna just fell a little earlier.